Happy Friday, sweethearts. It's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So it's Altered Book Day, and we're getting really close to being done with this one. And I did a little more work on it. I did some bronze. I had gotten that tissue paper at the on the trip up to Flag, and so I did a little bronzing on this page, and I'm gearing up for the cover. I'm still debating on whether I want to do a like a collage or a cloth. You know, I'm really leaning toward a collage for this journal, just because that's kind of been our scheme the whole way through. It's gotten so thick. I'm concerned about adding, you know, like the tags and the stuff like that, because this puppy is like hardcore. It's really, if you look at it like this, you can see that yeah, it's really big. It's bigger than you can actually tell in the camera even. Anyway, so what I was going to say is I went ahead and I did around here, and what I was thinking of doing on these, I'm trying to figure out a little bit different things to do on these back pages for them, because like remember last time we did the pages where they can oh, I think I added this. Oh, and I didn't glue in our buddy in the notebook here, but what I did do was I created a belly band from just a piece of a strip that I had left over in my scrap box from one of Tina's. This is her, I believe, Victorian, I want to say Victorian garden or Victorian portraits, the one that has all the portrait, you know, frames and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I took him and I'm just keeping him slid back here, because that seemed to be the consensus, and I was in agreement too with the back being where we put him. I did one of our little belly bands here on this vellum, and instead of doing a magnet, I did the flip and I just glued this piece down. Thought that was kind of fun for this one. And then we have these pages here to write on. And then I know we did a bunch last time too. So I have done this page. It's a pocket, and that's done with one of my Echo prints. And then I did this page. It was a blank page on the bottom, so I left it open for them to write on. Just a few scrap, you know, like scrap pieces. The ones from Lena. Yeah, from Lena. And then I did this one. I made this little tag for this pocket here. I'm going to make a tiny tag for right here and just leave this open for writing. Anyway, so now I was thinking that I'm wondering if I want to frame. So I'm doing I'm not sure if I'll get the tape to the edge, but I want to use some Tim Holtz tape to some of the washi tape to make some framing around the edges of these pages, but I'm distressing it just in case I miss taping, you know, in certain spots or something, so that it's brown underneath, just in case. Don't want the white showing through. And I'm going to go ahead and do the center here. I just love these little brushes, the tiny makeup brushes. They're awesome for this. Okay. Now, let me get the bigger brush because it'll take too long to do this part. So how's everybody doing? It's Friday. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hear what you're doing. I think because of, you know, just our vacation is done, we're probably just going to stay home for quite some time, knowing Cordy and I, because we're kind of homebodies as it is. So, let me see here. I was thinking if I want to do, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was trying to remember what it was I had planned on doing. I was going to take this paper and kind of tear it down. This is that one we've been that kit we've been using off and on throughout the whole book from Janie B. Journals. And I was gonna, oh, there we go. Get that started. Oh no, don't tear it wrong. Okay. All right. Since I am going to be framing this with that tape, I'm not really going to worry about whether the edge is trimmed or straight. Here. Just on this side I have to, because I am going to make that a pocket here, and I want it to be outward. And I think I'm a little off. Let's look at it. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to see. Yeah, I was. And still bowed a little bit. Sorry. It's really early. I don't usually do my videos quite this early. It's just after 6 a.m. And I'm doing it early because I'm going to go to the grocery store in a little bit. So that means I'm going to go into town. However, I'm doing this video because I am so far behind from taking so much time off last week. And I told Cordy I'd rather get a video done first, and that way when I go to the store, I'm not dwelling on the fact that I didn't get anything done for the girls, you know. So I am up doing a video, and then I'm going to put on some makeup and get myself ready and go to the store. Not really in the mood, but we need me to go grocery shopping. I've been putting it off. I did not go at all last month. We just went on what I already had in the cabinets kind of thing, and I just did a little weekly thing at our Walmart. And so, yeah, we need groceries. And plus, we want to get started again on our eating plan that we were on before, that we've been on since, what, June, I guess. And so, yeah, we're getting our focus back on that. And, yeah. So we're both like, okay, it's time to get serious again and do something about this. Like I said, I'm not super far off what I was eating or anything. I'm just really been cooking my own recipes instead of following hers. And to be honest, we actually, we were talking about it. We both really felt better when we were following her little plan. So, you know, I think, it's hard though once you let yourself like get back to your old norm, because, you know, lifetime of habits. We are creatures of habit, human beings, aren't we? So I'm just praying, Lord, help me to get us back where we were before we started kind of going off track. And then with vacation and everything, we did go off track, to be honest. So, yeah. Okay. All right. You can just barely tell these are words, but I want to make sure I get them in the right direction. So they'll be this way. And I'm just sticking this page down with some glue because I really don't want it to come up, just in case. I don't want to trust the washi tape or anything. I could glue the tape as well, but I want to make sure that I get it down as good as possible. You know, somebody's going to be using this for pockets, and that's kind of cool. It says historical notes above this. So, yeah, that looks kind of neat. And now what I was going to do was I was going to decide which tape I want to use. It's not going to be the green. It's going to be one of these. probably this one, actually. I don't know, I was just kind of thinking this would be, oh, it's going to cover that, historical notes, when I'm done. I was thinking this would be kind of cool looking on the edges of the page. I don't know if it will be or not. I'm going to try it out and see. And then I was going to, I'll do this side first. Oh, I actually cut that pretty straight. Okay. Can you guys see? Get me back in the camera here. Sorry. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving a little bit on the edge. As you can, well, I'm trying to leave a little bit on the edge. Okay, so it's just kind of framing the pocket. I just thought it'd add a little bit of interest. You know, I love this tape, and I've not used it as much as I would like, so I thought that this would be kind of fun. If I can just make sure and get it even and cut it even. Okay. Plus, it'll just help to strengthen the page a little bit. I see a tiny tear right there. Maybe I'll start on this end here. Sorry, guys. This is awkward. It's more awkward than I thought it would be. There we go. That's better. Do it from this angle. It seems like you have it so straight, and then you go to run it, and it's like, wah. It's not straight. You know what? I may just lay it down and then use my my little knife and clean it up. Here. There we go. Lightly run it along that edge. I think that was kind of easier to do it that way than... Okay. Well, I went off a little bit, but that's all right. And then I was just going to do the same thing on the other side. Did not know this was going to be quite so painful, so sorry. I'm going to do what I did just now and run this knife along the edge because I think that worked better than trying to trim it or cut it myself. Oh, I went crooked. Darn it. Oh well. It's okay. It is quite the little grungy journal, so I think that's going to be all right. Okay. All right. On this side, I don't feel like I got enough of that tape off. It's kind of hanging over. Or maybe I can even just tuck it. Nope, I got it. Okay, there we go. Good. Okay. I kind of like that. It's a little different, which is a good thing. Don't want to do the same thing over and over and over. I want this book to really... I don't know, the whole thing has been so much fun. I'm almost bummed that it's almost finished. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, like the end result. You know what I mean? It's so exciting to get to that point. One of you were telling me the other day that you were so excited about one of the projects you did with me and that you took it to work. That just blessed my socks off. I was so excited for you. I really was. It made me happy to know that, you know, you were so happy about something that you created. That you took it to show your friends at work. That's cool. I really get so excited when you guys share stuff like that with me. I really do. It blesses me so much to know that we're doing this together, and you know that you're happy about the projects you're working on with me, or by, you know, or on your own. But just when you guys contact me and tell me about stuff that you're doing, it's just a blessing. Really is. I'm looking here and thinking I still need to do something with this page. I just wasn't sure yet what. I just wasn't positive what I want to do with this. I don't want to stick a whole bunch more stuff in this book, because I do want to be able to put, you know, like tags and stuff. Like this is a floating, I made this card a floating card because I really didn't want to cover these guys and put something over them. And since he matched so well, I just took one of the Tim Holtz tiny paper clips and clipped him in. This I wanted for them to write on, but I definitely need a journal card for inside here. And then I'd like to have a card for inside here. You know, so, and as you know, the more stuff we put in here, this is just kind of for fun. I think I might just leave this. I like this, the way that looks. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, you know, we've got all these different pockets and stuff, and there's nothing in them yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but this book is so big. Look at these. These are pretty cool. This is, I don't know if I showed this to you or not. This is what I ended up doing. Covering this with paper for them to write in, and then I just stamped along the side. So, and then here, I think it needs a pocket, and maybe a pocket on this side, you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Yeah, I kind of like this, especially because if you look at the papers, they have those the circles and the bubbly type look to it, and then the tape does too. So I think that was a good pick. I hope you guys like that. Now I'm gonna do let's see, I think I'm gonna do some paint on these two pages here. Let me just pause for a second. I'm gonna grab my paint. Be right back. Okay guys, so I went and I grabbed a couple of colors of paint. I did this dark green, it's called Black Flash. I got it at Walmart, Folk Art, and then some antique white. And I just thought I'd do what I did at the front of the book with some different colors. So I'm just gonna toss down some here on the page. I have no idea how these colors are gonna go. We'll see, right? That's the fun part. That's the fun part. So this one is pretty dark, but I'm hoping that the cream color will kind of, you know, add a little lighter tone to it, the page. We'll see. It's kind of cool looking. It's kind of ugly. You guys. I'm like, I don't know if I'm liking it. It's very grungy, I'll say that. The white matte really, the creamy matte kind of took away the beauty of the darker colors. So I'm going to see if I can add some of the color back into it, because I kind of, you know, I like that color. So yeah, let's see if we can just, nope, it's really cutting. Yeah. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes, and then we're going to go back over it with the green, the Black Flash, because I think that will look fine by itself. So let's let that dry. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So it's dry now. I went and did my makeup and got ready for the store while it dried, and I went ahead and painted both sides, did some distress in the center to get rid of the white. I love how that looks, just jaggedy and kind of raw, you know. I just love that look. So anyway, I was thinking I would use, this will be the second time I've used it in this book. I was thinking I'd use another one of my pages from my Echo Dyeing. And the other one was a copy. This is the original. So yeah, I just think it'd be pretty in here against that blackish green. I know I'm covering that all up, but I could cut this down just a little bit more, and that way we'll be able to see a little more of it. And yeah, there we go. So I'll go ahead, I'm going to leave the dark edges on there, and I'll just use this as a guide and trim this up. So they're pretty close to the same size. Okay. There we go. Now, what I think I'll do is, yeah, like that. Put the darker edges on the outside. And I'm wondering if I should do this as a deep pocket. I think I'll just stick with my side pocket thing. Actually, let me see. I was just thinking if I did like a fold back on each side and let some of that, let me see. Let some of that, oh, that looks kind of cool. That flower. Let that shine through. I don't know. What do you guys think? I wish I could hear you. As usual, I wish I could hear you. I thought it'd be kind of cool looking. Could even glue this down as like a tuck. And it'd just be a variation, you know, on this. Let's see. I do love these Echo die prints. I hate covering it up though. That's my issue. I really love how they turned out. I was so shocked that they turned out as good as they did. It really blessed me. I was very happy about it. I wonder if I distress. Let's see what this looks like. Where's my ink? Right where you left it. I was thinking maybe I'll distress. I'll look and see how that looks to me. Since you guys aren't yelling out answers, I'm just kidding. I know you're like, yes, we are. We can't. You can't hear us. Okay. At least that's how I am with other people. I'm like, yes, I am answering, but you can't hear me. Yeah, it looks pretty cool now that I warmed it up. It was just a little cool against the warmth. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I hope I'm making the right decision, you guys. I really do. Once it's done, I'll be happy I did it, I'm sure. Go ahead and distress the inside. Now the trick is, which side do I want to put this on? Do I want it to be like that? And then have this open as the tuck and this as the pocket? That'd be kind of fun and a little different, you know? Let's see, which side looks the coolest? Which corner looks the best? I like this corner. This corner too looks good. It would be like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that one. So I'm going to try to get this as even as I can again on my fold, so it looks good. So I'm just using my other page, as you can see, and I'm folding it straight down. Okay, just with that nice line there. I'm going to do those on toward the inside because I think that looks a little bit different. It's kind of expected to have it like that, but to turn it this way is a little bit different. So I like that. I like doing things a little more oddball. This whole journal has been kind of I don't even want to say a reawakening. I was going to say it's been an awakening for me to actually do something different and make it more grungy and more eclectic in its own right, and not so staid and normal and beautiful. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying my journals are more geared usually towards, like I've said before, fancy and, beautiful ladies and a lot of floral and lace and stuff. And this time I've been more, I don't know, a guy could easily have this journal and not feel bad about it, I think. Yeah. It's kind of like that folio I made that time. I really enjoyed doing something a little more, I guess, more masculine in a way. I don't know. What do you guys think? Eclectic, grungy, masculine, all of the above? I don't know. It's just felt different to me, and I've liked that. So now we're going to have a tuck spot here and a tuck spot there. So, and these are going to go on the inside. And like I said, I think I'll glue these down like that. Okay, so that their pocket will be there. Okay, I gotta make sure I get this right. Stay steady, girl. My hands are weaving all over the place. Sometimes I watch like Gail. She uses her glue. She's so steady. It seems like her hand just moves so steady, and I always think to myself, gosh, I'm all over the place when I glue things down. I just don't have a steady hand, as we've talked about before. Man, I love this echo dyeing thing, you guys. I don't know if you've ever done it, or if you're now inspired to try it, or I did do some. Just in case you don't know, I did do 3 digitals. I'm going to do a 4th one because I made another batch and everything turned out just beautiful and unique. And so I named them set 1, 2, 3, and now there'll be a 4th one. But the reason I'm mentioning that is because I also, on the Facebook group, in case somebody didn't know, I did some freebies, a few pages of them for free for you guys. So go on there and grab your freebies. Okay. Now, I've noticed whenever I rub this, it's wanting to come up. Oh, I did that too dark. Look at that. Shoot. Now I messed up my stuff. I was trying to just come on in here and kind of darken this part that rubbed up. And I ended up totally leaving like red on sides. Oh well. You know what? We'll put some ribbon there, or I'll do something there that'll make it, that'll fix that. I'm going to go ahead and glue this, though, because this is going to be a weak point if I don't put a little bit of glue right here. So, yeah. So don't rub your Echo print, okay? Don't rub it, because you can rub off like I just did. Maybe it's the paper I'm using. I'm not sure, but it could be it's the matte photo paper. It's very possible that's why I did that. But yeah, don't rub, just press, 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 press. And then there's our little tuck spot. Make sure that's down good. Okay. Yeah. All right. And I think I decided what I'm going to do on the cover, you guys. It's going to be kind of an almost like an art book project for me, because I'm going to do some paint. I've been thinking about it while I was getting ready and stuff. I'm going to do some paint, some collaging, and also do some kind of art, like I said, some art journal type thing on the front with a digi pick and maybe some framing. Yeah, I'm getting a picture in my head. So I already set aside 2 things I know I'm going to use, or that I'm planning on using. I hope it doesn't change, because I think it'll look really cool. I like that. That looks different. That's nice. Other than me and my goof right there, but like I said, that can be. We'll find a way to fix that. Some old lace or something, something like that. on the edge. That would look good, actually. I love this stuff. It's so cool looking. Something a little flatter so I don't mess up the tuck spot, but yeah, it'll be fine. So there's that page. There's that page we did. That's good. I'm looking over here. Most of my stuff right now that I have ready is going into my, what you call it, shoot, you know what I'm talking about. I've been working with you guys with it. My journal for autumn. Yeah, my autumn. I couldn't think of the word. Autumn and fall and, you know, Thanksgiving type journal that. So a lot of the stuff I've got sitting over here. I was thinking about putting some things in, but most of this stuff is, yeah, for that. So I don't know. Let me see here. It's a little big and it covers that up. I don't want to cover that up, but let's see what this looks like over here. That's one of those 6 pocket booklets. Or no, it is 5, right? Never mind. Oh, I didn't even glue that down. I just noticed it's not even glued down on that side. Nope, I did not glue the whole thing down. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. So I'll just go ahead and figure out and do another page. Let's see. I'm going to have to kind of focus in. I may just do some stamping. I mean, you can see the writing through, but it's not enough to hinder, you know, that I don't mind that. You can see the writing through it, but this could totally be written on. So that was a big focus for the back of the book, was to leave space for them to write on. If you remember, we had talked about that at the beginning of this journey, and someone had asked me, so where are they going to write, you know? Oh, I just noticed some of my paint came over the edges. Oh, well. I know it did over on this page. But I don't mind that. It just gives it that little grungy effect. Anyway, yeah, so back in this part, my focus was giving them writing space. So I think we will continue in that vein for the rest of these pages, which might seem a little boring to some, but in the end, it's what we need to do for it to be, you know, a really fun journal for the person who buys it. You know, whoever it's for, I want them to have. This one would be good for this page. Oh, you know what? I haven't scanned those yet. Those are part of my new batch. I was looking for something a little bit lighter, but maybe not. Let me see. Where did I? Oh, here we go. I had pulled out a bunch of more of the pages that I printed out for this journal, so I was looking through. That one's cool, huh? Is it too bright? That's mine. Those are just way too bright for this. You definitely want this journal to be darker and I had a pink somewhere that was part of. No, that's all for that's for our autumn journal. I just had it. Oh, here we go. I was wondering if for fun we would do a pink, but I think it's a little much. I was going to distress it, but still. I don't know where to have pink after all the, you know, darker colors I've been using. So we'll stick with what we are doing on this. I'm not going to get sidelined, which is what I tend to do. Now, this would be a nice set to put side to side and write. So yeah, for writing space. Yeah, there's enough. I mean, if anybody has not seen the rest of this journal, or you're just watching this video, you know, about this journal for the first time, there's enough decoration all throughout it to satisfy the person who owns it. As you can see, that's why I'm so focused, is because all of this is really well done, you know, a lot done up, and I want this back part to be for them to use themselves a lot. So yeah, just in case anybody was wondering why my pages are looking so boring. Technically they're not, they're just yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dingy this edge up. That paint really got everywhere, but like I said, it kind of just adds to the mood of the whole book in a way. Here's the back of this. I don't want to get that. It makes it a little firmer to have something behind it to do this distressing against. And the reason I'm doing this, as most of you probably know, some of you are new and don't know, I'm distressing the edges to frame the paper that I'm going to put down, because I'm not going to have I'm not going to have anything on there but the paper, so I'm not covering to the edge. Sorry if I seem distracted. I was telling you earlier that it's really early and I'm getting ready to go to the store, and I've got grocery shopping on my brain. And also, yesterday's video, I wanted to mention, if anybody was watching yesterday, when I had to pause and had the deal, you know, was talking to you guys about my neighbor situation with the dog and all that. I kind of wanted to give you an update without revealing a lot, because that would be wrong of me. It's not mine to reveal on public, you know, media, social media. But I did call, and I wanted you guys to know that I did call my neighbor's parents, my landlords, and talk to them, talk to his dad, and later talk to his mother. She came by and thanked me for calling, because it turns out that there are a lot of, I won't go any deeper than to say there's some mental health issues, and they're dealing with things like that are going on for him. And so it turns out, you know, that this boy needs a lot of prayer and a lot of understanding. And so praise God, I called and I found out, you know, he's not just being a cruel, vindictive, you know, person, and that they are dealing with it, and that they also are getting the dog situated in another family home there in their family. So, you know, hopefully soon they will have dealt with all of that. And so keep him in your prayers, please, if you think about him, because, you know, he needs prayer, and his wife needs prayer. She needs, you know, support and cover, because she's really trying to help her husband and keep their child safe, and you know, all of that. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But thank you for being such a wonderful group of prayer warriors. I know that you guys, many of you, talk to me about the fact that you are Christian, that you are born again, you pray, and that you believe God, you know, for everything. And so I'm just asking those of you who are prayer warriors, you know, lift that little family up. I'm not going to give any names or anything. Like I said, it's not mine to share. Just to encourage and be. I told his mother, just know if you need me, I'm here. If you need prayer, I'm here. So I've been through way too much with my family. I let my landlord know, I let him know there's no judgment from me at all, or from Courtney, because we've both been through too much ourselves and know what it's like to either deal with things like that on our own or to deal with our family members who are in trouble. So, you know, those kind of issues are very important, and so often in our society they're avoided, they're looked down upon, or they're judged, or they're looked at like, you know, just get over it kind of thing, when in reality there's a real issue there, and it needs addressed, and it needs not to be that elephant no one points out in the middle of the room, you know. And as Christians, we know that prayer is the answer, that God is the answer, and that He loves us, and that He's just right there. You know, I've been praying a lot lately, and the way I've been praying, because I don't know, the Holy Spirit seemed to bring it to me that, you know, He's already on the other side of this problem, whatever the problem may be, whatever your problem may be, fill in the blank. We all have something going on in our lives. He's already on the other side of it. And He is gonna, if you ask Him, He'll guide you through to victory. Okay, so, you know, that's what I'm praying for this family, that He'll give them the direction they need, take the right steps, get the help that their son needs, and then he'll be flourishing soon. He's very young. I found out he's only 23, and his little wife is only 21. You know, so they're just kids, and it's a lot. He's going through a lot, believe me. So, and so is she. So anyway, my mind is kind of distracted today. That's why I told you guys that. If I seem a little, I don't know. I guess I'm feeling it inside, so I'm thinking maybe I'm reflecting it. Maybe you hadn't noticed, and I'm fine. I sound fine. I am fine. I'm just a little distracted about it, thinking about it, you know. So, anyway, back to the journal. I like this idea too. I love this type of layout for them because it just, I don't know, it gives them somewhere to write, but it also gives them a visual to look at. That's fun, you know. It's kind of pretty, and then it also gives them a place to keep their stuff, because it's a nice big pocket. And that's fun. Now on this one, I did get to leave historical notes. I think that's cute. For our vintage purposes, that looks cool. And I'll probably like maybe throw in for decoration, you know, like a couple of little snippets, you know, somewhere here and there, you know, little things, or maybe a little bit of sari silk down the side, or, you know, but I have to be careful, like I said earlier, about how much I put in here, simply because this book is already so full. I'm gonna make sure I don't glue the wrong thing here. I don't want to make it so that they can't put anything in their journal with all those wonderful pockets. I have absolutely no idea what I want to do for the closure, though. I don't know. I do not know. What are your thoughts, guys? Let's have some ideas. I mean, I know we can do some fun stuff, so let's have some ideas. I've had a few, but nothing that is grabbing me and going, yeah, that's the one, use that. So let's hear some ideas from my friends, please. You guys are very creative, and sometimes it's fun when you look at someone else's work and you can see something, maybe, you know, because they're so close to the forest they can't see the trees, you know. Sometimes you'll see work done and go, you know, you could do this or you could do that. And I think it's so fun when you guys tell me stuff that you think of, you know, because it gives me inspiration. And I like that. That's a pretty page. Just, you know, be fun to put, like, because of the the record player, you know, memories and announcements or so, you know what I mean? Something, words like that that would kind of reflect what these pages, they could, you know, make notes about stuff, you know, that's happened or whatever. I don't know, just kind of fun. Okay, so what time is it? Yeah, I know I didn't do a ton of decorating pages today. I just did the pages themselves, but we got this done. I had already done that. Yeah, we got this one done. We got this done. I like this. I hope you guys like it. I think the black green with the echo print looks pretty cool. Now I'll have two mini little probably tags here, and maybe put a tab on them or something so it sticks out of the book. That'll be kind of cute. And then we did these two. So yeah. So I think that's good for today. I'll probably end up finishing these last two spreads here. And then the next video, I am hoping, will be focusing on our covers, you know, on our cover, because that is the fun. That's going to be fun. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. God bless you all, and have fun crafting. Bye, sweeties.